Hello everybody, welcome back to FM24 with the folks in the Victor Youth Academy Challenge, and we are up into the Football League. We are professional, we are really good, we are without Lexi for 3 weeks. Let's get into it. Yes, hello everybody, welcome back to the save, fellow managers. We're up into League 2 and we're here for the league opener against Solihull Moors. It should be an interesting game. They only got promoted last season, so it's a gentle introduction to life in League 2. But we are starting it without Beckham Wooden, sprained knee ligaments, without Lexi, calf strain, and without Davian Alcock, Achilles tendonitis. So 3 players that were pretty useful for us last year. Beckham Wooden drifted out a little bit, but Lexi and Alcock are definitely going to be big misses for the first game of the season, which will be great fun. But yeah, we're going to be taking on Solihull Moors. The team has obviously had a few changes, not very many because we can't bring players in. It is a youth academy save, so we're not allowed to sign anyone. But let's go there first. Have a look at who we have released. So transfer history, Michael Onyema has left. He left for £250,000 to Bromley, who have then immediately put him on loan. He's worth up to 750k. We did do a pretty good deal though. If we go back to the transfer things and into the clauses, we get 50% of his next transfer fee. So I think as soon as we can cash that in, we will, because that will give us a fair bit of income coming in. And Bromley have to play a friendly against us next season as well, which is pretty good. And that is the only one. So Michael Onyema, crucial player for us last year, has left the club. A 7.01 in the Vanarama National League makes the jump up to League 1 to see how he can get on there. But as I said, immediately listed for loan. Only 19 years old. Probably, I mean, according to ours, right, he was playing to his CA. So we'll see. We'll see how much better he could get. But yeah, I think we'll cash in that 50% sell-on fee as soon as we can. But 250k has certainly helped out the finances. Obviously, we took a hit going professional and we're losing a little bit of money every month. But yeah, overall balance 482,000. The club took I think I touched on this in the last episode. The club took a £1 million loan to go professional. So we're paying back 10.5k per month up until 2043, which will be interesting because this is obviously the 10-year anniversary. This is season 10 in the save, and that'll be season 20 when we finish paying that off. So we probably will be Championship, I'd say, season 20, maybe in the Premier League. We'll have to see how we're going. So Michael Onyema is the only sale that we've had, but there have been a number of people released. Ivor Hewlett and Dan Willock have gone. They have left the club. Towards the back end of last year, Sam Dedder and Cheng Chi Ming got released as well, but I think we touched on those. Free transfers wise, there were people that just left their contracts, but why are they not showing? Surely they would have been under released players, surely. All transfers, maybe? No, why are they not coming? Why are they not coming out? Well, all the people that didn't want new contracts, they've left. They didn't want new contracts, so they didn't get new contracts. You could ask me to remind you who they were, but I've not played this game for about 5 days because I was on holiday in Thailand playing golf. So, yeah, we're sort of starting afresh. But the first team squad is looking very, very thin on the ground. It's because we do have unavailable players ticked off. So Beckham Wooden's injured, so we've got a grayed out goalkeeper, and we've got Alcock and Lexi injured as well. So we'll be diving in to the under-18s today to fill out the numbers. Now, Andrew McCarthy is the second best goalkeeper at the club nowadays, so he will come up to the first team. We do have some decent players down here. Mark Skinner being one to play on either wing. The Power BI will be back in the next episode. It's just having a few issues at the moment. But Mark Skinner is definitely one that I do like the look of. Bit of pace, can dribble, can cross, has a good ability according to the assistant manager already. We need a striker, and Blair Gemmell has been playing for us in pre-season, so he will be coming up to the senior squad for a few games. Apologies if you hear any noise. They're doing a big clean of our condo, so there's some banging upstairs. There's like jet washers happening outside. People are coming down from the roof on harnesses. It's like a scene out of Mission Impossible. But yeah, we're okay. We're okay. And then, yeah, we've had a few people making appearances. Adam Cross had a few in pre-season. Stephen Cooper, Skinner, as I said, Steve Newton. He's actually been playing at centre-back for us. He actually comes out in the Power BI as a very good centre-back. So he's been getting some game time. But I think the way the first team's looking with all these players, I'm actually pretty happy with it. Yes, we've got some injuries, but I don't think there's going to be too many changes from last year to this year. So we'll have to see how that goes. Obviously, got a big hole to fill in midfield for Michael Onyema. We're going to be starting with the 4-2-3-1, which I'm very excited about. And we get 7 substitutes, which is huge. It's a big, big difference to have 7 substitutes up from 5. So, yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else to really tell you about. Nothing really happens in the summer, other than you lose some players that leave on a free because you can't give them new contracts and they don't want to stay. I feel like there was a really big name who left, and I can't remember who it is, and they were quite important. It was a striker. It was Chris somewhat. Was it Chris Smith? I wonder if I've added him to my shortlist. Was I clever enough to do that? Was I clever enough to add people? Chris Smith, there he is. Chris Smith. I knew it was his name. He left us on a free and he's joined Dorking. He was really good, so that's really irritating. 11 assists, 6 goals in 30 games for us. He's also gone up to League One on a free transfer. He has gone. We didn't have a big enough or strong enough squad to match his ambitions. So, yeah, he's gone as well. You can also see quite a lot of our people that get released then actually get picked up by clubs. Ignore the ones where it's like he's gone to Arsenal because he never played for us. I don't know how these people get onto our shortlist. Like, I've not added them to the shortlist, so let's remove them from the shortlist because they're nothing to do with me. They just sort of creep in, like one from Southampton, one from Al Hazim. I mean, how the hell has he got on there? He's definitely not one of ours. But all of these players are sort of ours yet. You can see quite a lot. Everyone on the shortlist has actually found a club, which is pretty cool. That's every player that we've ever had and released that hasn't retired. So if they've retired, obviously they don't stay on your shortlist. But yeah, not too bad at all for that one. So some big names have gone. We're going to trust the system. We're going to flick between the 4-2-3-1 and the 4-4-2 or the 4-2-2-2 again. But I think we're going to be all right. Everyone's in pretty good health other than those that are injured. So Pikarski will be starting in goal. You know what? Let's do this on the team selection phase. Pikarski will start in goal. Let's get rid of not a club so that we can just see it like that. Right, so this is where we need to think about what we're doing here with the few changes through the team. So Zimmer will be starting at left back. That is a given. Elliot Moore is now trained as a centre-back and always has been one of the best centre-backs at the club. Beredetsky is going to play in holding midfield, I know that much. George Gubbins is going to play at centre-back as well. So that means right back is probably going to be Richard Evans to start the season, which is quite a boost for him. Wasn't in that starting position last year, so we're going to go for that. Next to Beredetsky in midfield, we'll stick with Kyle Sop. He doesn't come out great in the Power BI much anymore, but we're going to give him a chance just because he's been here forever and he's he is good in the match engine. We know he is good. So on the right-hand side then, this is the bit of the conundrum, right? Lexi's injured, so we know we can't play him. Omarovic ended up last year towards the back end of the year having a superb season. He got 19 goals in 39. Luke Rice is actually very good in terms of physical abilities and can cross and dribble. And he hasn't done too badly in his 2 seasons, but he's a little bit pissed off because he's not getting enough game time. They're the main 2 contenders for right wing, really. And I think given his form at the end of last year, we have to start with Omarovic out there. Luke Johnson became a very good player in behind the striker, so I think we start him there. Now, Davian Alcock and, again, Lexi, both out injured. So do we go for a brand new front 2 of Ollie Lewis off the left and Blair Gemmell up front? Let's have a quick check in the under-18s just to see who we've got knocking around. Lyle, I think, was half decent for pace. Yeah, good pace and acceleration. Can dribble a little bit. Let's go and have a look at, come out of this. Go into our, this way you can see pre-season. So pre-season, lost to Nottingham Forest 6-3, lost to Barnsley 7-2, drew with Dover 1-1, beat Barnet 6-1, lost to Birmingham 6-1, and then beat Boston, Sittingbourne, Hastings and Hashtags as a bit of morale boost as we got into the season. So in this one against Hashtags, what's a good game to sort of use as a barometer? Beating Barnet 6-1, that sounds pretty, although they're playing a 5-2-3. These are all pretty crap teams, that's the problem. That is the problem. We still had Michael Onyema there, so that's not a very good... Let's go for the last pre-season friendly. Let's have a look at hashtag here. Yeah, so we started Ollie Lewis up front, Mark Skinner on the right. Mark Skinner on the left, sorry. Luke Johnson in behind and Omarovic on the right. And Mark Skinner did play the whole game. Do we give Mark Skinner a run? Let's give him a run. He's coming up. Come up to the senior squad, son. Come on. Up you come, Mr. Skinner. So Mark Skinner can come into the first team. We'll go back to the team selection. We'll go, because I do want to play Ollie Lewis up front, because I think he's going to be pretty good for us this year as the advanced forward. So Blair Gemmell goes on the bench. Junior Ward can go on the bench. Luke Rice, Joe McClacken. Trim Skjorten for when we need a goal from a corner. Bursey can go on there. Goalkeeper can go on there. And that is our 7 subs, which I'm quite excited to. So the only one missing out is Luke Dreher. Bless him. Probably, well, I mean, he's got good potential. He's not bad jumping reach. He's not a bad player. Definitely might get sent off with aggression 19. Here we go. First game of the season. And then after this, we'll have a quick check at some other stuff that we want to go through as well. A bit more into the finances. Have a look at a few players for progression and things like that. I want to win every match. Don't let me down. Come on. Match preview. Into it we go. I'm going to have to put it into 3D because we're live on camera. Key highlights is fine. We'll go sideline as we like to. And then we just need to knock this one down a little bit. Like so. That might even be too quick. Again, we're going to stick with our opposition instructions as well of pressuring the back four. That did seem to work last season, didn't it? Did seem to work when we pressured them to get the ball forward a bit quicker. Let's see. First game as a professional football club in League 2. Only 5 or 6, a handful of players have signed full-time contracts, so not all of them are actually training full-time, even though we've got full-time coaches and facilities and stuff like that. A lot of them... I don't want to risk giving people full-time contracts and full-time sort of wages when I don't know how good they're going to be. That was offside. That looked offside. Yeah, he's offside. Jason Robinson is offside. So it will stay 0-0. That's interesting because they've sort of hit us on the counter. We've had most of the match momentum, which I do think is a good barometer. Quite hard to see the black on my screen. That could be because I've got a light in my face. But yeah, they actually haven't had a shot on target other than the one that was offside. So here we go. Zimmer with a throw-in. Up to Johnson. Back to Zimmer. Right-footed into Johnson again. Johnson scores! Our first goal as a professional football club. Folkestone Invicta 1, Solihull Moors 0, and Cheriton Road is bouncing. It actually looks pretty full, to be honest. They do have a kick-off highlight, which is always worrisome, isn't it? Out it goes to Butler. Butler goes down the line, but we've covered it well. Well done, Beredetsky, in that holding midfield role. Jord Gubbins needs to really grow into that centre-back role this season. Wasn't the best. Great touch from Johnson, though, to run down the left. Swings in across towards Omarovic, who will get it as it's a bit overhit. Back to Evans. Into Moore. Beredetsky. Beredetsky goes back to Jord Gubbins. We're keeping the ball really well. Gubbins, no. Gubbins, oh, he's won it back. Well done. Zimmer, over the top. Lewis, I think he's offside, but he gets the header. He's hit the post. He was offside. Oh, Gubbins went from 0 to hero there to lose the ball and then win it back. Bree with a throw-in. The game suddenly come alive. Mukguane into Mohamed. Mukguane back to Mohamed. Jones. Prenderville. They're trying to just move us around. You can tell Moore's going to win that one up from centre-back. Well done, but now he's a little bit out of position as Shorrock comes down the left. Players sort of getting in each other's way. Batawani, great tackle from Evans. Again, he's got a big game to have. A big season to have for us. If he's going to be starting right back, Pekarski probably should do better with that. But what a finish from Graham Butler. He's offside. He knew it was going. He knew it was offside. Pekarski just let it go in. They've still yet to have a legitimate shot at goal. They've had 2 shots at goal. Both of them have gone in. Both of them were offside. We're 1-0 up at half-time. What a start to our life as a professional football club. You're doing really well. Keep it up. I don't think we're going to say much else than that. And I think we will, at some point, change to our counter-attacking system as the 4-2-4. Skinner's not having the greatest of games. Neither is Moore or Evans. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put Moore back to his more favoured position. And we're going to bring on Trim Skjorten. And we're going to go for 2... That makes our whole back 4 taller, by the way. Because Elliot Moore is... hang on a minute. Skinner's coming down the left. Skinner's still going. Cuts it to the edge of the box. Johnson on his weaker foot. Oh, it's hit the roof of the net. But Yeah, because Elliot Moore's really tall, Skjorton's really tall, Jordan Gubbins is pretty good in the air as well, and Evans isn't. So Moore, Skjorton and Gubbins is a taller back four. Zimmer's a tiny midget, we all know that. But yeah, 55 minutes gone. We're still all on top. Solihull Moore's not had a shot yet. Winger's not really getting into the game. Lewis up front, not really getting into the game. So I think we'll make a change. We're going to do Omarovic up front. Luke Rice can come on for Lewis on that side. So you get 5 substitutes of 3 stoppages. So I think that means we've got 1 more stoppage. No, half-time doesn't count, does it? Corner ball. Here we go. What have we got from the corner? It's going to be an in-swinger. It might just be because of the sub, but we do have Skjorton on. Johnson towards Skjorton. He didn't even jump for that one. He just, oh my word, he should have scored. Skjorton, it fell to his feet. It's gone down as a really good block from the defender. It should really be 2-0. Johnson to swing in another one. Skjorton does jump for this one. Great save from the goalkeeper. Back to Johnson on his favoured left foot. That's blocked as well, and Moore can't get on the loose ball. And Solihull Moors hold on as Rude just snuggles into my feet below the desk, which is nice. Which is very nice. Right, we've got to just watch fitness here. First game of the season. We worked them hard in pre-season. Lots of training as a full-time club and lots of games. So Omarovic off, Blair Gemmell on. Leaves us with 2 more substitutes if we want, and another stoppage, I'm pretty sure. So I think we go with that one, and then we'll get to around about 75, see how fitness is doing. But so far, so good. Only giving Solihull Moors 1 game. Do I change it? Do we drop to a counter-attacking system? 10 minutes to go. We've got the ball, so we'll see out the highlights. Skjorton puts it up to Rice. Back to Skjorton. Up it goes to Rice into Johnson, who loses the ball. Solihull Moors. Oh, that's a loose ball. Gemmell's in on his debut. He's missed the target. Oh, he's missed the target. With 10 minutes to go, it would have put us 2-0 up. It would have been out of sight. Surely. Kai Allsop's having a really good game, but he's getting tired. We do need legs in the midfield. I think we're going to go Allsop off for McLachlan. And what do we want to do here? Mark Skinner's also a little bit tired. We're going to go Skinner for Junior Ward and then put Junior Ward in behind. And that also then allows us to go to a 4-2-4, which I think I will do with about 5 minutes to go. Although we've been so on top in this game, I don't feel like I should really change anything. Taking off Kai Allsop. Oh, have they just changed system? Or they've stayed? No, they've stayed in the same system. But they haven't really. They've just changed a few personnel, I think, yeah. You've brought on a defender, and just in case, you've brought on Dom Plank in attacking midfield. So hopefully our fresh legs of McLachlan in there will counteract the fresh legs of Plank. 5 minutes to go. I don't think I should. They've had 2 shots in the whole game. I feel like I'm justified to not change our system to a counter-attacking system. Like, that's time ticking down. Is it going to be a win? It's a win! In our debut in League 2 as a professional club, we get a win. Lovely stuff. 4 key passes from Luke Johnson. He is coming alive in that attacking midfield role. Absolutely superb. Everyone thought we'd lose, but you've proven them wrong. We are going to be top half of the table after episode 1 of season 10. We are in 11th. Come on, that's 3 points away from relegation. Yes, let's have a great start to the season. Crack on and keep this one going. That is a superb start. Oh, we've got Millwall in the first round of the Carabao Cup. So, yeah, we're probably going to be going out of the Carabao Cup, but you never know. Gemmell makes professional debut, as did Mark Skinner. Johnson plays really well. Let's give him some praise. Put an arm around him. Your quality and choice of pass was superb. 1-0 win at home to Solihull. New record attendance of 3,442, which is massive. And we've sold 667 season tickets. That's a bit of a downer at the end of the the episode, to be honest. But a great little episode. So finances wise, right? We've took this loan. We've updated a few contracts and things like that, which is obviously going to hurt us. But yeah, we're probably going to get into the red at some point. If we can sort of sneak our way to the first or second round of the FA Cup again, that massively helps, especially if you draw like a championship team or something like that. But yeah, we do have to keep an eye. Obviously, we've got loads of wiggle room in our budgets and things, right? Like we can just take everything out of transfer budget if we need to. But I don't want to push too much into wage budget because the players somehow seem to know when you've got excess wage budget and then ask for more money. That is a problem in Football Manager and has been for years. But a cracking start to the season. Obviously, we're in League 2. We go to the FA Cup, the Carabao Cup. We're in the Football League Trophy this year as well. We step up from the Johnson's Paint, it's not called that, the Isuzu, isn't it? The Isuzu FA Trophy. We step up from that into the English Football League Trophy nowadays, where we play the under 23s or under 21s from the Premier League teams as well. But yeah, a fantastic start for that one, including around about facilities. Nothing's really changed. 14 junior coaching, basic training facilities, below average youth facilities, average youth recruitment. We're regional. Finances are only okay because we're just hovering around $500,000 and losing a bit of money. Key players, obviously, Lexi. Blair Gemmell is the hot prospect. Could have scored on his debut, but missed a glorious opportunity. Beredetsky is still captain, and Omarovic has been, he's now vice captain. He was last season as well, so he's staying as vice captain. Yeah, we're doing well. We're predicted to finish bottom, obviously, because we're rubbish. But we know we've got the footballing brain to get us out of, not out of this division, but away from safety. I do think we're going to be safe this year. I do think we're going to be pretty good. In terms of Youth Academy, Stephen Cooper at left back is one that we should keep an eye on. Apparently, not very good physically, but we'll see how it goes. Steve Newton in midfield looks very good as well. We're training him up to be a centre back. Rude's just barking at the door. And Christian Emmanuel is looking pretty good as a sort of holding midfielder. We're trying to get him a bit more playmakery higher up the pitch because he's got good passing, good work, great teamwork, vision, and all that good stuff. So some good players coming through. I do want to just show Lexi because he's had this injury and it hasn't affected him too much. His heading and flare's gone down, but if we look at his progress and we go to attributes and we'll look at all time, he is doing very, very well. So physicals are all going up, which is great. Major improvement mentally as well. It says no significant change technically, but he has gone up massively in dribbling, finishing, first touch. Passing's gone up and technique as well. A few going down, but they're the ones we don't really worry about. Free kick taking. I mean, long shots, that could be useful staying up, but like marking, long throws, not fussed about that. Tackling, not too worried about that. Crossing, not too worried about that because he's more playing up front. So, yeah, we'll have to see how it goes. But thank you so much for watching. I shall see you in the next episode. We'll be back some point through the season in League 2. Hopefully, top of the table, but who knows. See you in the next one. Cheers.